Hi guys, and welcome back to today's video. So as the title says, I am doing a pumpkin spice eye look. That's just what I'm calling it. It's just spice. Doesn't have to be pumpkin, but it is a little spicy, and I'm really enjoying playing with these fall colors. I did pick up this drugstore palette by Rimmel, and I'm pretty impressed with it. It's a pretty good palette. Drugstore price, and it's borderline high-end quality. So yeah, I'm really excited to tap into all these dark colors, these vampy colors, the maroons, the browns, even the grays, and even some blacks. Yeah, so I'm super excited to do these looks for you guys and just play with makeup, doing what I enjoy. So I hope you enjoy this makeup look and this little kind of get ready with me quickly kind of. It's a real quick eye look. So I hope you enjoy it. So if you want to see how I got this fall autumn look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so it was just this little brush. It's got like a tiny little fluffy brush, but then it has that little spongy thing. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe getting in the corner. We will see. So I'm going to start off with the lightest shade in this palette, which is white. And I just want to utilize as many of these shades as I can. I did already prime and set my eyes. And I just want to use this just as a base. I'm just playing, like literally I don't know what it's going to look like using white as a base, especially since I've already set my lid. This has a slight hint of shimmer to it. I don't know if they put this in for a base. You can really do whatever you want, but I'm going to use it as a base. And I'm going to go in with my favorite Wet n Wild blending brushes, going into that next shade, which is, they don't have names on them. It's just like a really light little bit of fallout. Just going to use this as, I think it's going to be my transition shade if it shows up. It looks like it's got a little bit of a tan. Literally is like a tan color. I'm just placing that all over the lid. I mean, if you can't pull off a fall look with this palette, then you can't pull one off at all. And like I said, I know I have other palettes with these shades, but I just wanted to try this palette just to give it a shot. You know, I like, you know, to pick up stuff from the drugstore. Drugstore prices aren't always drugstore quality. And this next one is a shimmer, so I'm going to skip that and go over to using that same brush. This is more like a milk chocolate, maybe. I'll tap a little bit of that off. I have a little towel on my lap because I have my jeans on already, and I don't want to get the fallout on my pants. Just going a little bit lower. Yesterday I did a really pretty, and I'm going to do a video on it because I did a really pretty eye look using a yellow and like a hunter green, and it was just so pretty. And I was going to record while I was doing it, but I was super sleepy yesterday, you guys. Like, it took all I had to keep my eyes open, and I don't know really what's going on. This one didn't really get a whole lot. I don't really know what's going on, other than I'm just, you know, tired from being in pain and tired from, I've been really busy at home. But I've really been craving weird stuff. Like weird stuff. Really weird stuff. I'm gonna go into this burnt orange, skipping that other shimmer. It's like there's a shade, a matte, then a shimmer, then a matte. Well, actually there's two shimmers here and then another matte. That looks super pigmented, so I'm definitely going to tap off a little bit of that, and I'm gonna just go right into my, keep going to look at the mirror. I'm just gonna go right on that corner. Just taking it lightly up and towards the crease or the socket. That color is super pigmented. Taking that same shade over on the other eye, of course. I'm sitting in natural sunlight. Looks even to me. I'm gonna wipe off that brush using that same brush. This was in, I think, one of my Anastasia palettes. I don't know which one though. Sometimes I forget to put them back in the palette, and I'm very anal about my palettes, as you know. Okay, now I'm going to go into this, it looks like a burgundy, and I'm going to place that right over the burnt orange, but a little bit further out. A little bit further out this way. Not so far over. Just because I want to make this outer corner darker. I'm going to take that first blending brush and I'm just going to lightly blend those together. Just removing any harsh lines. And of course I'm going to clean up the edge once I do my concealer. Alright, that is the darkest shade. I'm going to go in with the shade next to it. I don't know what it is. It's the shade right here. And it's almost like a mauve. I use this one here, but this one's almost like a mauve. But it could come off a little bit deeper purple. Ooh, that's pretty. Really pretty. I don't know if you could see on camera. I'm just tapping that right on the edge. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of that and put it on my inner I don't know, what is this? Just the inner part of my eyelid. Lightly. Oh, anyway, I was talking about chewing. Did I say I was talking about chewing ice? I've been craving chewing ice, and they say that it's possible that it's a sign of being vitamin D deficient or iron deficient. And I have been really, really extremely fatigued. I mean, like, fatigue almost like when I was getting my radiation. And that's really fatigued. I'm going to tap back into that second shade, the transition shade, and just kind of lightly go back over, bringing it down towards my nose. Just because, like I told you guys before, sometimes when you start adding all these shades down here, the transition shade gets lost. It gets lost in transition. Haha. Oh, she's got jokes. So pretty. I'm debating whether I should use one of these shimmers in here. I think I'm going to go in with this shimmer right here. I don't know if you could see. It's kind of like a light orange shimmer. I'm just going to take my finger. I don't know. It almost looks the same shade as this color, and I don't really want it to be, but we could always go over it with a lighter shade. So I'm just going to tap that right in the middle between the burgundy purplish shade. Just tap that right on my lid. That's actually really pretty, and it's not as dark as I thought it was going to be, which is a good thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with, actually I think I'm going to go in with this ColourPop shadow in, what is this shade? It's called Amaze, and it's just like a, almost like a champagne color shimmer. So I'm going to wipe off my finger. Not like I don't have other fingers, but I'm going to wipe off my finger because I do want to use my finger for these shades. I don't even want to mess around with the brush because I already know my finger is going to be the best payoff. And that's really pretty. So I'm going to go right on top of that other shade that I just put down. Just right in the middle. Just gives it a little bit more of a copper color. That's pretty. So I'm going to go back into the palette and I'm going to go back into that burgundy color and just lightly tap over where I laid that shimmer down. Just like tap it just so it kind of blends and it's not cut and defined, you know, just so it has the gradient effect. Anyway, so I think I need to get my blood work done, and I have been vitamin D deficient before because I don't get enough sun, I guess. I'm like a vampire. That's really pretty. Just going to lightly go right here. And on my brow bone, I think I'm going to, I love that ColourPop. I love ColourPop. They have the best quality shadows. They're creamy. Even the highlight I have is really super creamy. Like you touch it and it's just like spongy creamy. But I'm going to go into my Cover FX palette I got in one of my BoxyCharms, and I'm going into the brightener and I'm going to put that on my brow. I think what I'm going to do also, because this is like a fall eye, I'm going to take this highlighter, and it's kind of like a champagne color right there, and I'm going to just go over top in the middle. I don't know if you could tell, just to kind of darken it up a little bit. I'm going to take that into my inner corner. I'm going to go in over my inner corner anyway, because once I put my foundation and my concealer on, I want to make sure that that doesn't get covered up, but I do want that to be the first shade. It's like a champagne, and it just goes with the eye look, I think. So I'm going to clean up my eyes on the edges, throw on some lashes, finish off my makeup, and then I will show you the finished fall look for today. And there you have the finished eye look. I think it came out really pretty. These shadows were pretty easy to blend. It went on pretty fast, as you could tell, while I was doing my shadows. I didn't have to play too much or blend too much with them. They were pretty, they weren't real powdery, they weren't super creamy, but it was a pretty easy palette to work with, and I really enjoyed the outcome. And also using the ColourPop on the center of the lid in the color Amaze. So yeah, I think this is a good little palette. It's definitely worth 10 bucks. I can see getting a few different looks out of this palette. I'm going to continue to play with fall colors because I'm just like really psyched about doing fall looks. I don't know why, just it's a good thing though, because winter and the winter blues have really got me kind of so to be able to play with some fall colors and some bold lips, although I just have gloss on because I'm a gloss girl for the most part, and you don't always have to do a bold look when you're doing a bold eye. And this isn't like the boldest eye, but it's definitely a fall glam look. It's spicy, hence Spice Edition. So yeah, definitely worth your $10, you guys. It was like $9.97 or $9.87 or something like that. But I hope you enjoyed this little fall look. Maybe you could recreate it. I did use, for foundation, I used the Clinique Beyond Perfecting. This is a foundation and a concealer in one. And I used a little bit of it under my eyes, but I also went in with my Makeup Forever HD, and just to kind of highlight the areas that I needed highlighting in, because my dark circles have been screaming, especially on this side. This side I really need to pay more attention to. I am going to dig out my jade roller and just try to roll out that, because what it is just blood that settles. So yeah, we need to get the circulation going in my face. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. Give this video a like if you liked it. If you enjoyed the look, leave me questions, comments, and suggestions of different makeup looks you would like to see me try, different lipstick colors. I have black, gray, blue, green, and I'm going to pull out all the stops this fall and this winter. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate all your support. For those of you who are subscribed, please share my channel, and if you do view this video, please subscribe to my channel. I'm having trouble getting people to subscribe. Maybe my content just isn't that great, but I'm going to continue to be me and just do whatever pops into my head that particular day. And if it's a real life story, heart to heart, things that I'm passionate about, that's what I'll do. But I will also be open to suggestions. So I will see you guys in my next video.